Ladies and gentlemen, live from inside the Central Recreation and Fitness Center in Quezon City, we welcome you to the one and only game in this Saturday as the Pilipinas Super League 21 Under Tournament continues.
The matchup between Batang Kankaloo and the San Juan Kings. Talking about the starters muna. For Batang Kankaloo, we have Lauzon, Amante, Vidal, Flores, and Tang. For San Juan Kings, we have Igot, Rivera, Pabilona, Pantaleon, and Abdullah completing their five. And they introduce us with this first 2 points, courtesy of Jerry Rivera.
Rebounding will be very interesting today, Jaime, because these two teams are amongst the best in the league in terms of rebounding. Kankaloo is number 3 with 45 rebounds per game and San Juan is number 2 at 47. So, susing-susi ang rebounding dito this morning.
Kita naman natin yun, the height and the heft of the players for both teams as Igot breaks it from outside naman. First three-pointer of the game. So ang Batang Kankaloo, no? Just one win against 3 losses, but all is not lost para sa kanila dahil a victory here would put them in a better position to avoid elimination. So yung ating mga bottom teams probably watching itong matchup na to between San Juan and Caloocan.
Kankaloo will be in for a long morning if they allow San Juan to shoot like the way they're shooting here at the start. Pero ngayon, a bad shot leads the fast break on the other end. Great pass.
Beautiful find there from Amante, sucking in those defenders.
You like the toughness defensively. The question for them is putting it together offensively.
And off that free throw make. Nambilis naman sa kabila dito San Juan for the easy 2. 10-5 now. Still in favor of San Juan. Vidal from the keyhole. Nothing but the bottom. Lauzon. They have a 3-on-2. They go to Flores to the reverse. So despite the height disadvantage nga, sabi mo Coach Mark, I mean, hindi naman sobrang evident, no? Pero kita mo yung tapang din ng mga batang to para sa Batang Kankaloo attacking the bigs of San Juan.
Again, hindi sila kasing laki, hindi sila kasing lapad nitong San Juan Kings, but the fight is in them. You see right there.
Right on cue nga, Ralph Flores getting that basket to go. Dahil yung outside shooting nila hindi pa gumagana, but their inside attacks has been their weapon, and they now take the lead 11-10. Close to halfway through our first quarter. San Juan, napako sila sa G's dito after taking an early advantage. Giving up the lead now to Caloocan. Another three-pointer, the third three-pointer now para dito sa San Juan to begin this ball game, and it has been working for them. 13-11, taking back the lead from Caloocan.
That's going to be big if that's working for them. You see the steal here, easy 2 points. Again, they're combining their outside shooting with their defense. That's a good sign for the San Juan Kings.
Coach Ril hindi nga masaya sa nakita niya in the past 2 possessions. His team trailing 15-11 with 4:36 remaining in our first.
Para naman sa San Juan Kings, wala silang major adjustments kahit wala ang kanilang key players na sina Canete at Agameni. Sabi nga ni Coach JR, they will still trust their effective system and game plan na so far nagpapanalo sa kanila sa ligang ito. Let's see kung sino koponan ang mananaig ngayong araw. Hi, Coach Mark.
Couple of disadvantages pointed out there by Andrea, Coach Mark, no? San Juan missing their key players in Jeric Cañete and Agameni. And ito na mga Batang Kankaloo, that disadvantage of practice time na hindi nga ganun ka-often given the schedules of their own players and their other commitments.
Yun naman talaga number 1 challenge dito as a team. Getting your guys together for training. It's not easy, lalo na may pasok. And these kids have their own commitments to their varsity teams, their home teams. So scheduling is always the enemy for club teams like Batang Kankaloo.
So itong si Kamay, I remember him from last week. Na parang kung titignan mo siya, hindi mo isipin na siya yung top rebounder dito sa liga na to.
Oh, I think I was able to watch that game. And he was really getting a lot of rebounds over the same San Juan Kings front line. So very impressive, that kid.
Another proof nga that it's not necessarily just height, but the fight. And speaking of fight, sagutan dito, 3-pointer from Batang Kankaloo, courtesy of Salinel. Kabila naman, inside basket, another point in the paint for San Juan. 22-18. Last 30 seconds remaining in our first. A three-pointer naman sasagot dito ng Batang Kankaloo, taking the lead back once again, 23-22. 21-22, just a 1-point advantage for San Juan.
Again, surprising weapon para sa Batang Kankaloo. They're second to the last in 3-point percentages, but they're making good use of the 3-point line this morning.
7 to work with. Kalilong attacking the hoop, takes it all the way. That won't go. Still a second. This will count. Basket is good para sa San Juan, extending this lead now to 3. Tatapos tayo 24-21 at the end of the first quarter. Back and forth ball game. Just a bit. And sabi mo nga, no, this is one of the key stats that we'll taking a closer look at in this matchup dahil both teams are a good rebounding team. So alam mo kung sino umangat dyan, puts themselves in a better position to take this victory.
San Juan, parang medyo walang sense of urgency yung laro nila, especially with how they started. Kahit lamang, pero yung pamigay nila ng bola, masakit talaga eh.
Salinel gets another 3-pointer, make that 2 para sa kanya. 26-24, Caloocan muli ang abante rito.
Mabigat uli yun. That's another 3 points from the turnovers of San Juan. That stat is getting very high.
First 3-pointer naman dito para sa San Juan. That's Siena.
Formerly of the Enderan Titans program. Mukhang nalipat siya sa na-discover or na-scout.
Nice find there. Buena floor. It's the lefty. Tabla tayo at 28. As expected, we know that both teams won't really be folding dito sa kanilang matchup. Very important in terms of implication nga in their campaign. Shena attacking this time, gets the hoop and the harm. Basket will count para kay Shena.
Replay here. Buena floor was right there. All he had to do was rotate early. He could have gotten at least a charge. Maybe a kick out. Wala makakalayap na ganun kadali. But instead, he allows the layup and fouls.
Nice steal here coming from Abdullah. He has Salvio to beat. And beat him, he did.
Great use of the body. Itong si TJ Abdullah. Konting bangga. Para hindi not enough for an offensive foul, but konting bangga para ma-dislodge lang yung defender niya. Make it easier for him.
For this game, Red Seniedo of Batang Kankaloo said that he will still play this game confidently and competitively, especially that they are facing a strong team today. He also said that he will focus on improving his free throws and outside shooting na naging lapses niya last game. Mga kaliga, maliban nga rin sa pagbabasketball na ibahagi rin sa akin ni Seniedo, natatakbo siya bilang SK Kagawad sa kanilang barangay. At isa sa kanyang plataforma ay ang pag-engganyo sa mga kabataan na maglaro ng basketball. Dahil paglalaro daw ng basketball ay isang paraan para mapunta sa tamang gawain ng mga kabataan at maging physically fit na rin tulad niya. Hi, my Coach Mark.
Uso talaga yan eh, yung mga basketball programs, and that's really, you know, just even grows the love of basketball that we have
Totoo.
dito sa Pilipinas. And syempre, coming off that victory pa last night by our very
Wow,
own
what a win.
Gilas team. Diba? So, bawat barangay, sure yan, merong paliga, merong court. So baskets palitan dito, but still a 6-point advantage here built by the Kings. So careful dito ang Batang Kankaloo not to allow San Juan to break this game open heading into the second half. Nice tap from behind and a pass ahead. Seniedo, siya naman ang makaka-layup dito sa kabila.
If that adds on and piles up as we proceed in this game, that can be a black eye on the side of San Juan.
Pass inside, nice fake. Rivera, pinakagat lang kanyang defender, getting that end one. Ganda namang patience doon, shown by Rivera. Kasama na niya ang kanyang defender, just making sure he gets it, the hoop and the harm. Yeah.
Almost another turnover para sa San Juan doon from Abdullah. Parang lagi nasa alanganin minsan yung mga pasa nila eh.
Concepcion will lose it. 3-on-1 here. Amante, unable to get hold of that leather. Traveling, sayang. He had that teammate ahead. Pero maybe the thought nga na gusto mo na ibigay.
Tsaka bagong pasok na to si Amante. So,
It's another steal here para sa San Juan. Concepcion leading this 4-on-2 break. Goes to Abdullah. Hindi naman pinahiya. 9-point lead now, the biggest so far para sa San Juan. Amante will escape that defense and finds his teammate underneath for an easy 2.
kanina pa niya gusto gawin yun. No look din yung fast break pass na dapat pero na-traveling lang siya. But this time, great job getting out of that double team and without committing a turnover.
Malamig nga lang siguro kanina.
Malamig lang.
Malamig lang. Si Rivera goes to Concepcion. Kicks it out. Shena, another 3. Make that his second for the ball game.
Great ball movement from the San Juan Kings. They run that Euro ball screen motion to perfection. Ganda nung flash ni Concepcion in the middle. Pag-atake, sucking the defense in. Excellent kick out. Again, 3-point shots. Plenty for both teams.
Amante, babawi ba? Yes, sir. So, kasasabi mo lang, plenty.
Plenty.
Let's
Dagdagan
add
pa natin.
one more.
Mas plenty pa.
This was just, well, they did take a 4-point lead heading into the second, extending it nga. The beautifully ran or executed offense, especially in the past couple of occasions.
Now they're changing it up into a zone kasi nga kanina medyo nabubutasan sila ng mga atake nito Kankaloo. But again, no difference. Excellent find inside the paint for Kankaloo.
Ito nga, San Juan. They try to set it up to end the first half. Even stronger as Rivera escapes Tang for that 2.
Masyado madali yun. Ikaw ang Kankaloo. It's a simple move by Rivera. Just pivoting forward. Tang not really moving his feet. And that's a foul to give.
First half will end with a 50-39 scoreline in favor of the San Juan Kings. Batang Kankaloo will look to adjust in their second half. That second quarter. We look at this beautiful move. Courtesy of Siena. Escaping his defender, getting that end one earlier in this second. By 11. Tang looking for Amante. They go to the post. Vidal. 5 to work with. Goes to Amante. Has to put this up. That won't hit as Reyno pass ahead to Concepcion against 2. Flies to the rim for that finish. Kankaloo will try to run. Amante passes it to himself. Fakes pass to no one. Won't be able to finish.
Yung fake pass to no one talaga, hindi ka kagat yung defender mo kasi alam na kayong dalawa lang yun nandun.
Katinginan pa nga sila.
Kanino mo ipapasa yun?
Abdullah. Vidal kicks it out to Amante. Defended by the coach. That won't go. Maybe distracted well enough.
Nagulat ata eh. Napasigaw din si coach.
As Shena gets that finger roll. This is now a 17-point lead built by San Juan to begin this third quarter. Early timeout must be called here. We look at this Siena fast break layup. And they have been feasting from the transition. Itong San Juan building the 17-point lead. Depensa rin dito ng San Juan. Dinidiinan na nila. And they have an extra incentive. Want to give Coach JR nga a victory to add to his celebrations. Yun yung kailangan para to put some fire in your team na uy guys, gising. Kasi
minsan, it is a ploy ng mga head coach to try and wake up their team from a funk like this one. And they give it right back.
Sa makabawi para kay Kalilo.
Favorite.
Yep, working that time around. As Matthew Kalilong gets that end one basket. Mr. Pinoy step sa wakas. Executing it to perfection.
Kanina pa niya hinahanap yan. 1, 2, bump. Finish. Great move. Yung kilos na yun. So, if you see guys like Tyrese Halliburton trying to do it, medyo iba eh.
Yep.
May kasamang ball fake yung sa kanya eh.
Hindi puro eh, no?
Oo. Finally.
Breaking the scoring drought was Vidal with that basket. Just the first 2 points dito from Batang Kankaloo. Last minute and 28 remaining in our third. Concepcion will be fouled. Just the third team foul here para sa Batang Kankaloo. In the game so far, in terms of quarter scoring, we have 24, 26, and then 12 pa lang. Still a minute and 20 remaining. Make that 14 now. Sabi ni Kalilong,
Excuse me.
excuse me, dagdagan mo pa ng dalawa yan.
Dadaan lang po.
Buenaflor driving to the baseline, drops it off to Salinel. Gets the bounce. So, nagigising na ang opensa dito ng Batang Kankaloo. Still one quarter to go, but yung deficit na you're putting yourself in, something that Kankaloo may take advantage of. Another turnover here. Kalilong goes to Tolentino with the left. 23-point lead once again para sa San Juan. Last shot time para sa Batang Kankaloo to end the third quarter.
Again, fast break points has been the third quarter essentially for the San Juan Kings.
Mapapatid, and that would mean 2 free throws para kay Seniedo. You would take any way you can put some points up, given the struggles that Batang Kankaloo has had in this third quarter. So Seniedo will have a chance to add to their tally. Make it a bit more decent heading into the last 10 minutes of action. Gets the first to go. Still 6 seconds remaining, so San Juan would be able to run something. And, bawiin ka agad yung momentum na nabuo dito ng Batang Kankaloo. They go to Ryan, to Rivera. 2 seconds, floater. That won't go. Rivera did beat the buzzer. End of the second quarter, unable to do that in this third. His team still leads 66-45, 21-point lead heading into our fourth. You know there's a window for you to recover from this ball game. Has to start now. Buenaflor tries from outside, gets that three-pointer to go. Down to 18 now. Definitely forgettable third nga, that 8.5-minute scoreless drought para dito sa Batang Kankaloo. Don't have to worry about that now. As Igo talaga naman. Third three-pointer para sa kanya. And that was, I guess, the best one na itira niya in this ball game.
Ngayon na lang natin uli nakita to si Igot ever since that early technical foul. A bad foul there from Ryan.
Offset. Yung tira nga nito ni Igot. Yeah.
Parang bingo, you know? You guys have watched how bingo game works. That ball bounced out, in, out, back in. Much like a bingo ball would.
Gusto ko yung follow-through niya dun, Coach Mark. Parang hindi. Mahuhulog yan.
Pinanindigan
Antayin
niya.
mo.
Shooter ako, masushoot yan.
It's another free throw here para kay Seniedo. So yung freebies na to, he's taking advantage of. Gets all three. Back to an 18-point lead. So nabura kagad yung three-pointer na yun ni Igot. They need to string stops now. Kasi yung scoring, so far, it has been a better quarter for them here in the fourth. Pantalion, they go kick out. Can reset. Hindi na kailangan magmadali dito. Abdullah calls the horns. Ikot nila dito. Pantalion, driving baseline. Nice escape. Unable to finish Concepcion. Ayaw rin ang kanyang putback. Igot. Too strong. So 3 opportunities para sa San Juan, but they are unable to convert. Buenaflor attacking. Can't get the basket.
Okay, bad shots uli, Jaime, itong Kankaloo. They're really shooting themselves in the foot. Hindi sila makakaran ng mabuti because, you know, they take good shots.
Buenaflor ahead of the pack that time. Gets the conversion. Still a 16-point lead here for San Juan. 6:54 remaining in our fourth and final quarter. to Concepcion. Have 9 to shoot. Shena. Nice ball fake.
Nice.
Finger roll is good.
Yun ang tamang ball fake, di ba? Yung, alam mong may papasaan ka talaga.
Alam mo may malilin lang ka.
Mapapakomit mo yung depensa dun sa ball fake.
Another three-pointer. Buena Flor, his second three-pointer in this fourth quarter, and 8 points now para sa kanya. Possession nga will be kept here by San Juan, and a three-pointer. Ayun na nga. That's a 5-point possession para sa San Juan. Sorry, 4-point possession. Extending this lead back to 20, 76 to 56. They could slow it down. They could milk as much clock as they want. Leading by 20 are the San Juan Kings. Rivera spinning in the lane. He will lose the basketball. But Tang also will lose it. Kick out to Shena. Three-pointer is strong. Vidal will throw it ahead to Salvio. All alone for that layup. Still an 18-point lead here para sa San Juan.
The rare times na nakapag-capitalize itong Kankaloo off a bad shot or turnover, but they give it away on the other end.
Agad, Igot.
Dito no fourth quarter. Not the response I think the coaching staff of Kankaloo was looking for.
And one dito was Salvio. Shena in this offense as well. So ganun din kalalim itong San Juan. Salvio gets a three-pointer to go. 5 straight points para sa kanya. Trying to make it interesting. Just a 14-point lead now para dito sa San Juan. Another steal from the backcourt. Amante. Make that 7 straight. Para dito sa Batang Kankaloo. 78 to 66 now. 12-point lead pa rin. Nice tap there from Salvio. Another steal here for Batang Kankaloo. Tang will bring it down himself. Looking for a guard. Goes to Salvio. To Salinel for 3. And that's good. Down to a 7-point lead now, Coach Mark.
Credit to Kankaloo, not really giving up on the game. Lumaban lang lumaban.
And of course, they would want to talk it over. Is San Juan. Tatawag muna sila ng timeout dito. Still leading by 7. This was as high as 23. So be careful. So once again, look at that Salinel three-pointer. Nagising na. Offense ng Batang Kankaloo. Last minute and 14 when we're back.
Well, tomorrow they're gonna have to play with a lot more urgency than what they showed today. You cannot get down that early, that big. Try to come back like this.
Final score natin dito, 83 to 71. San Juan holding on to this victory. Will move to 5-1 nga. Batang Kankaloo will move to 1-4. Our final score nga natin muli, 83 to 71 in our Pilipinas Super League 21 under tournament. Just one game ang meron tayo ngayong araw. San Juan coming up with this victory. Batang Kankaloo will go back to the drawing board. Both teams, makikita rin natin agad-agad kinabukasan for another set of matchups.